Hi everyone, it's PJ slash Rainy Day Gamer here. I run a channel dedicated to The Sims 2, The Sims 3, and occasionally some other cozy games that I enjoy to play. So if you enjoy Sims content, please consider subscribing. Today we are renovating the Goth Mansion. So this was a challenging reno project, especially with the roof. I still had a lot of fun doing it, so I am going to be starting a Pleasant View series on my channel pretty soon, and the Goth Mansion is the final house I need to renovate before we can actually start playing, which is going to be exciting. Of course, I will be playing rotationally, and I'm also in the works of creating a scripted events video to give a nice introduction to the series, whether you're brand new to The Sims 2 or coming back after a while. It would be nice to kind of give a quick backstory to all of the Sims in the neighborhood. That video will hopefully be out within the coming week. If not, I will post an update. And then after that, I am hoping to get a schedule of uploading at least one Pleasant View video a week, maybe two, depending. However, I am going back to university soon, so it might be a little more sporadic for a little bit, but hopefully I can get a nice schedule down for that. But into the actual renovation here. So I'm working on the exterior at the moment, and some of it will change, especially the black railings that I have done at the moment. I changed them later on because I just wasn't really feeling them. But here I'm also placing down some hedging just to add a little privacy to the front of the house, and also just add some greenery, some plants, just to spice it up a bit. Now, of course, judging by the length of this video, it is about 30 minutes long-ish. I won't talk for the entire video, but I will pop in here and there if I basically have anything to say. Now we're taking a look at the graveyard here, and I have built a cemetery in Pleasant View already for all of these graveyards, which I have a live stream video of, but for now I am going to leave them here because I like to wait until all of the ghosts appear for each grave before I send them off to the graveyard. Otherwise the ghosts will be lost forever, and I just like to keep that option open in case we ever have any story purpose to maybe chat with a ghost or try and resurrect someone or something like that. I always just like to keep that option open. we're looking at the roof now, and I completely gutted the original roof because it was very sloppy, I want to say. Um, and I decided to completely redo it using, I don't know what these are, like roof decorations, I want to say. I really like using them for roofing on any type of large buildings or mansions, or stuff like that. It makes it very classy looking, I guess. Um, this took me way longer than I expected to, but I am happy with the final result. I rarely use these, and now after kind of playing around with them a bit more, I definitely see myself using them in future builds. But yeah, on this roof here, we're actually creating not only a roof, but an entire upstairs attic, which you will see a bit more later in the video. As I mentioned earlier, this is where I decided to change out the black railings for something else, which in this case I decided to go to stone railings. Just because I don't know, it just wasn't looking right. It felt like there was too much just going everywhere, and especially with the neighborhood bushes that I have surrounding the house, I just don't feel like it's necessary to have fencing around the entire lot. Instead, I just put it around the car and the front area just to stop any Sims from casually strolling, to the backyard. Here I'm working on the staircase, and this little cutout thing that I'm using is really nice for simulating kind of like half walls. It works extremely well with staircases. I, off the top of my head, can't remember where I got it from, but if I do, I will link down below. It's just super duper handy. Here I'm putting a table behind the sofa. Just I always struggle with filling that empty kind of space there. If you guys have any suggestions on what you would do, please let me know, because it's something I always struggle with. My builds is finding stuff to fill empty spaces. Usually I just throw in some plants or bookcases, but I want to try and experiment a bit more. Here I'm using some more OMSP tiles to decorate this little serving tray that I have here, and then also place some fruit. If you're interested in those, I will also try and link them in the description. It just makes it easier to put more decorations in spots you normally wouldn't have, because it gets rid of snapping it to any part of the counter. With Cassandra's room, her favourite colour is black, but I decided to add a pop of blue in there as well. Otherwise, the room would have just felt a bit too gloomy, and I just wanted to brighten up just a little bit. And the Bella portrait that I deleted there, I will add that back up in the attic area, just because I feel like it's a bit weird to have a huge picture of your mother above your bed. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Onto Alexander's room and eventually Mother's room. I I'm working on them, but they won't be living here for long. They eventually will probably move in with Dina Caliente, just because Dina and Mortimer do end up getting engaged, getting married, and I usually like to move Alexander in with the two of those, just to give Cassandra her own space in the Goth mansion to build her own family and I guess continue the Goth legacy, really. So even though I'm spending some time here, these rooms will probably change very quickly, but it is what it is. Up here we're working on the attic area and I'm actually in love with this area. Attics are just something I really love. There's just something really nice about turning a space that maybe once wasn't very usable into something fully functional. And up here, I decided to make it into kind of a recreational space. So I added some gym equipment. I added a painting aisle because Cassandra likes to paint, and a little book corner just to chill out whenever you need some space. And you can also see I updated, or I brought back Bella Goth's picture here, just because I didn't want to get completely rid of it. And it's just a nice little reminder. I'm still not too sure if I'm going to have Bella return ever in the series. Usually I don't like to because I feel like her disappearance was made for a reason. I think what's so intriguing about Bella Goth is the mystery behind it, and so I think bringing her back just gets rid of that kind of feeling of what really happened and who really was Bella Goth underneath it all. So I usually like to keep her away, unfortunately. And that is the renovation complete. So I'm just showing some screenshots and little clips here of the completed renovation. I am now officially finished renovating all of Pleasant View, including community lots and residential lots. I can finally start playing and hopefully I will have a video up on maybe the coming weeks, the next week or two. So I will have the first video, which will be the scripted events, kind of an introduction, and then we will start playing officially after that. If you want to follow along the series, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, leave a like, comment, do whatever you feel, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.